The implications of the secret space program explored by a new documentary. Now, a lot of people talk about reptilians, etc., and I'll advise you, if you'd like to know more about the ancients and the pre-flood civilizations, you can listen to some of my videos on the Emerald Tablets that were written by Thoth the Atlantean. Thoth was supposedly one of the gods of ancient Egypt, gods meaning the very talented men who knew quite a lot. And he explains that there are demonic type interdimensional beings that look like reptilians. They have reptilian snake-like heads and scaly skins, and they look like humans to us because, of course, they are shapeshifters. And let's remember that the evil one and his minions can take on the form of anything they want, whether it's an angel of light or a car or an ET or a spaceship or even a mountain, as our monks from the holy Mount Athos in the monasteries there have seen with their own eyes what these demonic entities can do. So the Emerald Tablets talks about the interdimensional beings and these creatures that go back and forth through time portals and space portals, etc. And to us, they look like humans. But what about this secret space program? Now, hundreds of thousands of hours of work have been put in by prominent researchers and whistleblowers to put the pieces together and help educate the public about what governments refuse to address with any quality. Their work points to declassified documents, video and still images, evidence, credible whistleblower testimony, and more. Over the years, that work has awoken millions to the truth they already knew within themselves but required more evidence to truly accept, and now many are ready for the next step, and arguably it's here. David Wilcock and Corey Goode made waves in the ET UFO space as they worked together to bring David's lifelong research and Corey's testimony to the public. Their audience grew in the hundreds of thousands as people strived to understand every last detail of what could be one of the biggest secrets ever kept from humanity, the reality of a secret space program. The secret space program, what is this exactly? Well, that's been highly debated and speculated over the years, but according to Corey Goode's personal testimony and David Wilcock's insider testimony, it would look like something like a million or trillion-dollar program made up of clandestine groups of elite military and corporate figureheads charged with reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology, which is also known as Majestic 12. This would include actions and happenings involving interactions with extraterrestrial races that have been communicating with humanity and who have been working with aspects of military for decades. Whistleblower spills beans. I spent 3 years serving on Deep Space Fleet. To mention a few implications of such a program, we learn about the reality of intelligent extraterrestrial life, off-planet bases and civilizations, advanced technologies that would end the use of fossil fuels, health technologies that could cure almost any disease, the reality that taxpayer money has been secretly funding these operations, the reality of humanity's origins, the very striking and everyday reality that our governments have been lying to us, keeping us enslaved. And above Majestic and my review says, thankfully, the entire rundown of this program and its implications are now available in a new comprehensive documentary titled Above Majestic. The film features some of the most prominent and prolific authors, researchers, whistleblowers, and disseminators in the movement for truth and full disclosure. This includes David Wilcock, Corey Goode, John D'Souza, William Tompkins. William Tompkins was also in his youth, with his father and brother, viewed the battle over Los Angeles, as he explains very nicely. You can find videos of him on YouTube, William Tompkins, and just enjoy what he has to say. What can I tell you? Okay, so William Tompkins, David Adair, Laura Eisenhower, Niara Isley, and Jordan Sather. Viewers will be guided through a true deep dive into the origins, technology's history, cover-ups, conspiracies, testimony, and research that explains the secret space programs. And having already seen this film, I'll be honest in that it's a deep dive. If you've ever heard anything about the UFO ET cover-up, this film might be a little advanced. With that said, if you're ready to dive into what will be one of the biggest films of the year in this space, you can click on the link here. And he says, I feel like this film will make some pretty big waves across the board, and I'm curious to hear the feedback. For those that want to check out the trailer, I've posted it below. You can watch it above Majestic. Okay, so this is from Collective Evolution, and it's on Humans Are Free by Alexander Light. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.